don't get so caught up in the appearance. It's like the old person who is, 70, and then they're trying to wear their makeup like they did, when they were 20.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. Let me just tell you all. Don't try it. You're trying to wear clothes, going back in your closet and pulling out all of those old clothes that you used to wear, and you think you're going to look the same. It doesn't work. Just want you all to know that. It does not work. You got to accept the changes that are taking place in your life the way they are. I'm a musician, and I play piano and what have you. I play bass guitar, and sometimes I have to be cautious because I'm realizing that I may be playing chords that are somewhat outdated. And the new guys are coming along, and they're playing these other chords. In my mind, they're fancy chords, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I've heard people who are older than me who play piano, and they'll say to me, "You're playing fancy chords." Okay? Okay, we have Susie. She's on the line again. Hi, Susie. She says, "You guys look great." She said, "Please tell Trina happy birthday. Love you." No, she didn't say happy birthday. Tell Trina hello. I love you and miss you.
Hello, Susie.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Hi.
So you got to be careful to embrace change. You don't want to wear your makeup and your clothes and hairstyles and stuff like that, trying to capture something that you had 15, 20 years ago, okay? You've got to be careful to understand that there are changes, okay? Now, if you just want to wear your pork chop sideburns of the 60s and you just insist on, hey, I'm making a new style, I'm bringing back the afro, so I want to wear my afro. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. You can do that. But you better understand that if changes are not, you can't pretend the changes are not happening. Susie says happy birthday to both of you. All right.
That's right. Your birthday is Monday.
My birthday is Monday, July the 4th. Thank you very much. And I won't be 60 yet. I'll be 59 years old. So I'm still trying to hang on to the 50s. All right. I'm trying to draw all of the 50s out that I can. I tried to do it in the 20s. It only worked until I got 30. Mm-hmm. I tried to do it in the 30s. It only worked till I got 40. I'm trying to do it now in the 50s. So
that's right. You have to flow with the change.
Flow with the change. Flow with the change.
60 is coming.
Yes, it is coming, and those are going to be my best years. I'm gonna claim that that my years of 60 are going to be my best years. But I wish I could look as good as you do. We have an auntie. It's actually Trina's auntie. Mm-hmm. This woman is 91 this month. She'll be 91. Our Aunt Hazel, 91. You wouldn't know it. This woman drives to work. She works. She works at 91, not because she has to, but because she wants to. Mm-hmm. She drives to work. She's a caregiver. You would think most people at 91 are getting care.
Right.
She's a caregiver. At 91, we got to have her on the show one of these days or something. But yeah, she's 91 years old. She has full conversations with you. She calls my wife on the phone asking her how she's doing, okay, at 91.
And she's actually taking care of her daughter.
Yeah, her daughter's at her house and undergoing some special treatments and what have you, and she's taking care of her. So 91 years old. Wow. Let's see. Susie says she just turned 50, but she's feeling 40. She's doing some Herbalife. A lot of
58.
Oh, 58. Yeah. Okay. One of the things that go when you get older is your eyesight. So I need new glasses. That's for sure. Okay. These changes that take place in our life, when you talk to her, we call her Aunt Hazel. When we talk to Aunt Hazel, every time you walk up to her, every time you see her, you just want to stand in awe saying to yourself, I can't believe that this woman is going on 100 years old, driving, caring for people, talking on the phone, calling others. It's amazing to see, how she is. She is just a wonder in herself. So these changes that we go through, you must be willing to embrace. These are physical changes. Now, let's talk for a minute about mental changes. The kinds of changes that, in other words, your insight that changes. Let's talk about that. Your wisdom, as you get older, your wisdom expands, all right? You get deeper into what is right, what's the right way to go. I mean, there are thoughts that I have now that I did not have when I was younger, and I know it. I know it. The way I see things, how my perception of things, it is entirely different now than it was, say, in my 40s or in my 30s. And so a lot of times when you're younger, you start thinking, you think you know everything. You think you know everything. You will judge the pastor. You will judge the politicians. You will make all kinds of judgments. And as you get older, you start saying to yourself, wow, it really didn't matter. It really did not. All of the effort and the time and the energy I put into certain things, it didn't even matter. You just have a different perception as you get older. You agree with me, or what do you think?
I certainly agree. And I realize that it is to our detriment that we don't respect the wisdom of our elders. Way back in the day, it was having the elders in your home and having that wisdom in the family was the pride of the family.
Yeah.
Being able to sit with grandma, sit with grandpa, and they helping to rear the children, and that being a part of your home no longer exists now.
Yeah.
And that breakdown is to our detriment.
Yeah. We don't look to our elders for wisdom anymore.
Not at all.
People.
You want to put them away.
Yeah.
They can't say anything to me. They don't have anything beneficial for me.
And it's so unfortunate. As I'm approaching my age and my age of retirement as a pastor, I have so much to give. But you know what? People today, they don't want to necessarily hear the depth and the wisdom of an older person. They're going to the newest thing out there, the fastest fad, and whatever is hot. That's what they want to go to. They want to listen to progressive gospel, if you will.
It has to be moving and changing.
Yeah, everything has to be like that. And yet, many of our older people, they have just a wealth of wisdom. I used to just sit at the feet of my pastor. Just sit and just listen to him talk. You can just pick any subject and just, let him start talking about it. And there would always be a depth in that subject. There'd always be something that I didn't think about, So I have learned, even now, here I am older, I want to listen to the older people. I want to just listen to them talk and listen to them instead of always having the opinion that because they're older, they don't know what they're talking about.
Because they understand change.
Right.
They've been through change.
Right.
And they understand that process that we have yet to experience.
Yes.
And so their experience and their knowledge is so vital and so valuable to our younger people. But there has been a disconnect that is really hurting.
Yeah. And so we're not recognizing the importance of change and how people have to embrace that these people who are older, just because they're 20 years, 30 years, 50 years older than you, does not mean that their knowledge may be obsolete, but their wisdom never grows obsolete. They may not know about this computer over here, and they may not know about how to operate a cell phone or anything like that. They may not know that. But that does not mean that they don't know something that's going to be benefit to you. I listen to my mother. My mother just made 80 years old. All right? Mm-hmm. She made 80 years old in May. And I love to just listen to her, talk about life, talk about the changes that she's gone through, talk about the things that she has faced. We just took a trip to Vegas a couple of weeks ago, and we were driving, and, I just listened to her talk about history of our family. And she began to share things that I had no idea even existed in our family. She began to share it, and as she shared it, I began to, just listen to why did my grandfather make this decision? Why did the grandmother do this? And as you listen to it, you gain wisdom from listening to some of the choices that they made, And so I just appreciate those kinds of changes that go through. All right. What is Susie just wrote something. Trina, why don't you read that? You have better eyesight than I do. I can't see that far.
So true, Trina. I respected my parents in their wisdom. They were Christians, but I'm self-educator. Read lots of books, but mostly wisdom from Holy Spirit and my many mentors.
Yeah. That is important that we do tap into mentors. And, I think one of the things, here's the thing that I've learned as I've gotten older. The older I get, the more I realize the little I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're younger, you think you know it all.
Right.
But the older that I get, the more I realize I know less. I really do. Now, okay, yeah, wisdom-wise, hey, I could probably help you do some things that otherwise you would not even think about doing. Mm-hmm. But in terms of, actually applications and things like that, something's going on right now in the world, especially in the church world. People are getting on YouTube, if you will. Mm-hmm. They're watching all of these YouTube teachings and stuff like that. Folk are going on YouTube, and they are just putting everything under the book out there. I mean, there is a
under the book?
In the book, okay? Everything in the book out there. There, for instance, there's a teaching now that's going on that's talking about the world is flat. I mean, and people are eating it up. Mm-hmm. There's another teaching that's just debunking Christianity. Another teaching. What I'm saying is, in our day, you had to go to the library to get all of these different thoughts, the schools of thoughts, and these different teachings. Nowadays, you just click on YouTube and it plays it to you in a video. And because of the ease and the access and the professional way that is being presented and all of that kind of stuff, people are just soaking it up. People are leaving the churches. People don't have any respect for pastors, and they think they know as much as a pastor who may have gone to seminary, or a pastor who may have gone to years and years of Bible college and have applied themselves and really studied. They think because they just click on a YouTube and somebody is teaching, that video now is validated because they saw it on YouTube. They're not even doing their own study at all. They're not doing any research. But this is part of the change that's going on in our society today. The people are just eating this stuff up. There was a day when people, when they wanted to know more, they said to themselves, "I'll research it." Will be 59 in a few days, and yet I'm in school right now. I'm still in school at 59 years old. People don't feel like they need to go to school now. They just hit YouTube.
Well, they consider that research.
They consider that research because somebody else did it.
Yeah, I looked it up, and there it is.
Yeah.
But they don't know the background of the person that has.
They don't know. They don't know
the
way that they slant their information. Things that teachers can teach you inside of a classroom, it's just simply not the same. When I was teaching in Bible college, and I used to teach people how to research the Bible.